Hello. Hey, so welcome to the episode of That Guy Show. I'm starting a new series called TVJunkies. This is the series premiere, I guess, and I'll introduce you to the peoples. We got Sub.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Suburban Legend, YouTube commentator, and I also watch a lot of TV. So,
There you go.
yeah.
We got Nate.
What's up? It's Eclipse here, and I don't really do anything. Just moderate free hours.
There you go.
Watch TV too.
And we got the special guest, Jen, aka Vuko.
Hi, yeah, Vukizzle, that's how everybody knows me. The only person that calls me Jen was my third grade teacher.
Oh, sorry. And then, as always, it's Nando from PTG. What's up? A lot of shows just went off the air. Some were for like that mid-season, hiatus, and some gone until next year. But one of the biggest shows that just stopped, that got a finale right now, was The Walking Dead, and we're all fans here, obviously, diehard fans. I mean, zombies just took over shit, and I'm a big ass fan. And yeah, Walking Dead's been great. So this mid-season finale, when I heard it was a season finale, I thought that too. It was over for the year, and I actually started to panic a little bit because I was gonna have to wait so long to get my fix. But then I heard it's coming back, I think, in February, so I can breathe. I can breathe easy. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, what's going on? What are your thoughts on the show so far? Sub, we'll start with you. We'll just go down the line, dude.
Sounds good. My thought so far is I can't believe the pace that this show moves at. You know, I watched Lost, and I couldn't even finish the last season. It got so slow at the end. Nothing happens. It's like they're just trying to fill the air since it's an hour-long show. But the pace that they move at in The Walking Dead is unbelievable. It's like they're not afraid to kill off any character at any given time. And, I mean, it's an awesome show, you know, to see how the characters progress. See how Rick just doesn't give a shit this season.
Yeah.
He shows no compassion anymore. And I mean, I just can't believe how fast they move and how fast the story's going. So.
Yeah, man, I totally agree with you, dude. Me and the wife had a conversation. We watched it together. We had the same conversation. It's like, at least they're moving the fucking story along, you know? They're not stalling. There's no filler episodes. Everything just keeps on going. So that's awesome.
Kill people left and right, try to get bored.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks when they kill people you don't want them to die. Because, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I get attached to these fucking characters, you know? And it's just like, no, you can't die. Huh? Yeah, T-Dog. What the fuck, bro? And then to replace him right away? And then they replace him right away? Dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking racist. Fuck that.
I should kill Andrea.
Andrea, yeah, you're not a big fan?
I'm the only person that wants Andrea to die. Like, I'm the only one that's rooting for her to get torn apart by zombies. Everybody else wants her to live.
You know, it's not that I'm rooting for her to live, but I wouldn't care if she died. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think her whole attitude and you know, facial expressions that really annoy me, I think they made up for it with that ass and thong shot. You know what I mean? That they put that in there just for the guys. You know that, right? I mean, because it was like a split second. It was a GIF on Twitter.
Sex in there. That's what people watch for. They gotta squeeze that shit in there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was like, really, like, he came in the perfect time just to see her pants going up, and you see the ass and the little heart shape. You know what I'm saying, with the thong. I'm like, really? Perfect. Fucking that's marketing. They should have put that shit in the commercials, and everybody would have watched. Shit. Fuck that.
Or Maggie gift with her hands were on. That was much more sexual.
Yes.
That girl's body is insane.
Yes. I mean, you know, she doesn't have a lot of curves, but she's hot. She's hot. You know what I mean? Like, she has something about her.
I like her.
You guys ever watch Supernatural? Anybody Supernatural? No? Nobody? Well,
Not me.
she's from that show, so I know her from that show. And on that show, like in this show, she's like this fucking country girl, you know, innocent. And then in Supernatural, she was like this fucking bombshell badass bitch. So it's real funny to see her, you know, saying toned down, but she still has the same hotness about her. So I can't complain. But yeah, those hand bras, awesome. And the fact that was a great scene. That was a great scene, yo. The wife is like,
That really showed the true colors of the governor.
yeah, Yeah. She's like, she better not get raped.
Wasn't it in the graphic novel? I'm sorry. In the graphic novel, wasn't he supposed to do that scene with Michonne instead of Andrew or the Maggie?
You know, I don't know. I
I
don't.
vaguely recall something that.
I don't know.
Never saw the graphic
Nobody
novel.
read
Yeah,
that?
no. You know what it is, honestly?
Read mine.
No. You know what it is? I like to read. I like to read a lot, but what I don't like is like with The Walking Dead. I never read the comic books. I never saw the motion. The motion. Fucking comic motion, whatever it's called. I didn't read any of that. No graphic novels. I just did it. I never had the chance or whatever it may be. So now that The Walking Dead is on and I'm watching the show, I don't and I know for a fact that they're changing so much shit around. I don't want to get caught up reading the same story but a different story. You know what I mean? I don't want to have The Walking Dead in a whole nother universe where I know that tons of shit is different. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to mix the two. Maybe when it's over. Maybe when The Walking Dead is done, and then I can go back from the beginning and see what they changed, and But like as of right now, I try not to mix the two because then you come to expect certain things and then they don't happen, or you're like, damn, I wish they don't go that route. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it brings too much than just sitting down and enjoying. So I don't know. I don't know anything that goes on in the comic books. I don't know any of that. I have a friend at work. He's always like, oh. But in the comic book, they did this and this differently, and don't worry about it. I'm like, bro, I don't care. I don't like to know any of that because I don't want any kind of idea. Like, I want to be totally surprised and 100% entertained. You know what I mean? Like, I take my TV watching serious. Like this is serious.
The comic would be like a spoiler.
Yeah.
You just know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be.
When they went to the prison, somebody actually told me they're going beforehand, so it kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah. I had heard maybe the episode before, my friend had mentioned the prison, and then of course that season finale, you see the prison at the end, and I did have a total different idea of what would happen. Then you know what I mean? Because I thought the governor was actually going to be in the prison. I thought the governor was going to be the one running the prison. Exactly. It made sense in my head, but when it didn't, I was like, "Oh, that's a nice surprise. That was good." You know what I mean? I was wrong, and I like being wrong.
Yeah.
Unless it's when they kill somebody I don't want them to kill. That's my thing. Don't fucking kill him, bro.
Speaking of which, it was kind of a shocker when they found the one girl. I can't remember her name, but they found her and they thought she was dead. Carol, yeah. Carol, It was assumed that she was dead. And then they found her.
Yeah, I was happy when they found her, dude. I was rooting for her. I'm rooting for her and what's his name? Daryl. For her and Daryl to get together.
Daryl, yeah.
Like, what was that?
They'd make a cute little redneck baby.
Right? The little redneck babies. That's hilarious. When was it? That scene?
Not kill him, I swear to God. I would stop watching the show if they killed Daryl.
Somebody dies. I know somebody big dies in the next when it comes back. I don't know who, and I don't want to know who. That's hope.
I'm thinking Merle's good. Merle's going down.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
that big
he could die. I don't care.
Yeah, he could die. I don't care. But yeah.
We all thought he died
with a cool
anyways.
hand. He got his 5 minutes. He needs to go away now.
Yeah, right. Hey, go away. Bye-bye. Hey, but let me tell you, how about that scene with Glenn? When he hawked out, when he fucking that rage and he screamed, looking like he was gonna turn into the Hulk. That scene was awesome.
Blood and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
It was awesome because his character is so reserved too. He's so calm and kind of shy the whole series, and then all of a sudden it's just a total role reversal for him. He's just raging. It was awesome to see that.
It was, and like Jen just, and like you said, Jen, like Super said, I didn't even think about that, but you're right, bro. If he was just a little blonde, he would have just been like, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Someone should gift that. Someone should like gift that up and make some kind of like effects. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, it definitely. Either that or he's turning green. So that's funny. That was good. Yeah, he's gonna Hulk out. But yeah, bro. I mean, the whole series, like Sub said, the whole moving fast. That's awesome. That's awesome because they're not trying. I just think that there's so much content already out there, already written. And that's the difference between this show and a show like Lost, where they were like every fucking season they were trying to come up with new story. The Walking Dead already has its basic story, and now they're just fucking with it to whatever works best on TV. but the story itself, the outline of the story at least is still there. So they can just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, holy shit, we moved too fast and now we're stuck. You know, no. There's someone already writing, you know what I'm saying, 2 seasons down. I don't know how far along the comic book is in seasons wise, but I mean, it's been going on for a long time before the show started. So it's not like, you know what I mean, that we're gonna catch up any minute now. No, I don't think so. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that shows like this are getting made, because you know what I mean. A lot of times they would try to take this comic book and make it into a movie. They would rush it, or they would bullshit it. You know what I mean? Or like they do with games, with that second Mortal Kombat, where they try to put every fucking Mortal Kombat game in one movie. What the fuck? You know?
What embarrassment.
Seriously, you know? So it's just like, I'm glad that they're doing TV shows like this. There was another show right now. I think, Jen, you said it. The World War Z. The World War Z should have been a fucking series.
Oh, yes.
Dude, don't even get me started. I read that book like 2 years ago, and I was like, this is an amazing book. This would make the most epic. They could have done it in like a 3-part movie series, where they could have done it documentary style, interview style, just like in the book.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad Pitt fucked it in the ass, and I don't know what it is now, and I don't want to go see it anymore.
He fucking is.
Totally a different
He
story.
fucking raped it.
Him and his stupid kid.
Oh man, it's you know, I mean, they're trying to make business standpoint. They're trying to make that money. You know, zombies are really big right now. But people like that personal story with that one person that they can relate to and that they can follow. You know, that every story, every movie needs a main character. So I obviously don't agree with it.
What's the main character in the book, though?
Yeah, I don't remember his fucking name, but all he did was interview people. You know.
Yeah, and they could have set that up in a really interesting, original way, where they're not doing it like every other Michael Bay explosion movie where shit's going wrong. It could have been interesting. They could have sat it down. If they did it in a TV series,
I agree.
like every week they did a different segment from the documentary. It
Yeah.
would be perfect.
How many do you?
Cram it all in one crap-ass movie.
Yep. Do you, by any chance, off the top of your head, remember how many interviews there were?
Oh my god.
But like 30? We're talking 30?
There was. No, I'd say less than 30.
Less than 30?
Anywhere between like 10 and 20. There weren't that many, but there was enough to fill a book, because each different chapter was a different interview he was doing.
Yeah.
And it was so badass. It would have been such a good movie.
Yeah, if every interview was one episode, that would be so fucking awesome.
That would have been badass.
That was so awesome.
They could have done like Walking Dead status graphics and makeup. They could have had series actors find out to be in it.
Something like
Justice. They
man, that would have been fucking awesome. When I read that shit on your Tumblr, I was like, Jesus Christ, that would have been awesome. Like one of those things, like, this is how it should have been done. Like if you have very few chances to go back in time, these are one of the things you would do. You know what I mean? Like, to do it right. You know, get the funding, executive. Right. They should consult. More people should consult the fans. Period. God damn it. You know, they don't like. Okay, let's step away from TV real quick. And that bullshit. I don't even know what's going on with the new Michael Bay Ninja Turtles. What the fuck? Have you heard about that? That they're gonna be aliens. They're not even gonna be mutated turtles. They're supposed to be fucking aliens.
Why would you deviate from the original story so much?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I died.
All you can do is aliens.
Exactly. Exactly. I died a little bit inside when I heard that shit, bro. I died a little bit inside. I was. Oh.
It's a sad day.
It's.
Grew up on that shit.
Yeah, man. Let me refresh this page and see if we have. No, all right, cool. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I said, so just to, I guess, to go back to that, Jen, you've read all the comic books. Are you caught up to date with the comic books, or is that just something you do? I don't know. Like, do you skim it, or are you caught up with the comic books, or the other part of Walking Dead?
Oh, I don't read the comics.
Oh, you don't?
I haven't read them. All I get from the comics is what I see on Tumblr, because every now and again they'll post caps of like the actual pages.
Yeah. Okay.
In the comic book, Carl killed Shane, and that was a really big difference.
Yeah. Supposedly in the comic book, Shane dies like a lot sooner, and and Shane dies a lot sooner supposedly, and then the new guy Tyrone or Tyrese, he becomes Rick's right hand man in the early, like they meet him a lot earlier, or whatever. But whatever. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. The way that the story has gone now, it may be different than the original story and the original content, but I don't mind it. You know what I mean? There hasn't really been any part of the story. Yeah, you know, there hasn't been any part of the story.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Carl's badass.
Dude, Carl went from a whiny little bitch to a fucking boss. You know what I'm saying? He went from a whiny little
When you
bitch.
shoot your dead mom in the head, it kind of changes your outlook on life, I guess.
You know, I didn't think he shot her. I'm not even gonna lie. When that scene
I was
happened,
thinking the same thing.
yeah, dude, I didn't think he did it. I did not think he did it. I didn't think he had the balls.
They
And
never
then,
showed him actually shoot her.
Yeah.
I was still waiting for her to show up like Carol did, just sitting in a jail cell somewhere.
yeah,
Now she got eaten by that zombie.
Wait,
That
and-
bad
She got
loaded
eaten.
zombie that Rick stabbed repeatedly in the stomach. He ate her.
You
I don't know
see-
how he
He
ate her
was
fucking
pissed.
skull, but he made it happen.
yeah, exactly. I think that's the biggest fuck up that I've seen in the show because one, okay, so they don't show Carl shoot his mother. All right, fine, whatever. You leave it. You know what I'm saying, to let everybody, come up with their own conclusions. Assume and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But then when Rick goes into that room and he finds the bullet hole or the bullet dent on the floor and he picks up the bullet, is it me or was there no blood on the bullet? The bullet looked clean as fuck. You know what I mean? So right there,
Tell that I did not know.
right there, I was like, yo, he didn't kill her. I told my wife, I'm like, yo, he did not shoot his mother. But then, a few scenes later, when you see Rick with the fat guy, with the fat zombie, I'm like, wait a minute. So then did the zombie eat her while she was alive, while she was, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. That fucked me up. But I'm just happy they killed Lori off because she was annoying the shit out of me, dude. Like, she was more annoying to me. No, seriously.
Oh, that was
No.
sad. His reaction to it was actually sadder than her own death. Like when she died, it wasn't that sad, but when he flipped out, I actually cried. I cried like the woman that I am.
Nice. I didn't know you had tear ducts. Thought you were too manly for that shit, Jen. What happened?
No, they're
They're just like,
Perfectly implanted.
oh yeah, right. No, I can't lie. Yeah, you're right though. That I think that scenes like that are what makes a show because he didn't need to talk. He didn't need to yell. You know what I mean? I mean, even though he yelled a little bit while he was, screaming and shit.
It was more like a sad, morose yelling as opposed to an angry rage yell.
Yeah, bro. You saw the sadness and
Just broke down.
And he broke. You saw him break. That's the best way to put it, dude.
Yeah.
You saw him break.
And then he
He lost.
lost his sanity when he got that phone call too.
Oh, dude.
Well, he
I'm
was
like,
talking to nobody.
yeah.
Yeah, he was talking to himself.
When that phone rang, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, no way. All of a sudden, I'm like, just conveniently, the phone's gonna fucking ring. You know what I mean? No. And then, because that's the best thing about watching it with the lady. And it's just that we go back and forth on theories and ideas. You know what I mean? And I can shoot shit. I could shoot the shit with her about it and then have somebody respond to me and say, look, you're retarded. You know what I mean? So when I told her, I'm like, bro, the dude is going crazy. That phone did not ring. And she swore by it. No, it has to be the governor or somebody. I'm like, no. And when they showed that he was hallucinating, I was like, fuck yeah, man. I was like, that's some bullshit. That would have been too convenient. But it was cool that they did that, you know what I mean? Because they fucked with the audience. Everybody was like, holy shit, who's that? Who's on the phone? So it was good. As a show itself, like business-wise, they market it great. And they give you the cliffhangers just as you need them for you to keep coming back and watching it. So, all in all,
Without being annoying about it.
Exactly.
Because some shows will leave you hanging, you're like, seriously, you're going to end it right there.
Yeah.
With this show, you're just excited to see the next episode instead of being pissed off.
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody know?
Actually give you enough story in each episode too.
Yeah. They don't.
To kind of satisfy you to the next one.
Excuse me.
Oh, you sleepy?
Man. Anybody know when it comes back?
It's late for Nando.
It is
Walking Dead is February, I don't know exactly.
February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could Google it, but the phone's way over there. So.
Nah, it's all good.
It definitely said February.
February. I know it's February, but I don't know when. Let's see. So yeah, Walking Dead is great, and I can't wait for it to come back. I'm glad that they're not, because, like you said, they're moving the story along, very fast. But what they can also do is, since they're moving the story along so fast, they could just end it right now and give us 12 episodes, call it a day, come back next year. And they're not. They're gonna end up giving us like 24 episodes total. That's fucking awesome. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that it's coming back. Like Sons. Like, I'm a big fan of Sons of Anarchy, and it's like a bunch of white guys, like white trailer trash, like gang. Like, think of Sopranos, but with motorcycles, and instead of Italian, they're like white trash. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Like, and they only give you, the point being, to bring them up, is they only gave us, I think it was 12 or 13 episodes, but they packed so much. Like, the dude could have actually made it like 2 or 3 extra episodes, because the last 4 episodes or 5 episodes of the show were 90 minutes instead of 60 minutes. So he could have just made extra episodes. I'm not sure why he didn't, but whatever. It's a great show, and if you guys, for those that haven't seen it, anybody here watch it? Serious?
All I know is that Peggy Bundy's on it.
Serious? You guys got homework or some shit. You guys, seriously? Like, I would fucking buy you the DVDs, bro. Like, that show.
Is it on Netflix? I'll watch it if it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. It is on Netflix. I think the first 3 or the first 4 seasons are on Netflix, and season 5 just ended. And bro, I can't recommend it enough. Honestly, I cannot recommend it enough. It just, you is the character development, just like with Walking Dead, where you see characters evolve and change right in front of your eyes. The same shit happens with this show. Like Jen said, Peggy Bundy from Married with Children, totally different fucking character, dude. Like, you see her and you wouldn't even know it's the same red hair bitch. You know what I mean? Seriously. Like, you think of Peggy and you think of an annoying, nagging wife. You see Gemma, which is her character on Sons, and you like, whoa. You know what I mean? She starts off, again, character development, character evolution. You know what I mean? But she starts off as a badass bitch, dude. Like, seriously, like, all she wants to do is take care of the family. Great show. So honestly, if you guys have the time, or you're looking for a new show to watch, that would be my recommendation. Sons of Anarchy. Like I said, season 5 just finished, and it's set to go to season 7. So, like, the creator already has a start, it has a finish. It's not gonna leave you hanging, dude. This shit was renewed for like 3 seasons after season 2. That's how good the show is. You know what I mean? The creator or writer, I think it was, is Kurt Sutter, the same guy that wrote or worked on The Shield. If you guys are familiar with that. And
I love The Shield. That was an awesome
yes,
show.
it was. Yes, it was. And so think about it like that. He came from there. He also brings a few people from The Shield onto Sons a few times. Like Shane from The Shield was on it. Lemmy from the yeah, Shane was off. So he was on some other shit at the end. But Lemmy was on Sons for a while. Dude, I can't say enough about Sons and how good of a show it is. So, like I said, if you guys have a chance, it's on Netflix. You can find that shit on. You can download that shit if that's what you do. If you have Netflix, like I said, it's there. The first 3 or 4 episodes. 3 or 4 seasons. But that would be my recommendation. Jen, I know you were talking about American Horror Story.
Yeah.
That would, yeah. I heard it's scary.
If you scare easily, I guess.
Yeah.
My favorite genre is actually horror films, so I have a very high standard of what scares me.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good show, and it's well written and it's creepy, but I wouldn't say like I go to bed having nightmares every night, but it's a good show.
But it's creepy enough.
Yeah, it's creepy enough, and it covers all different aspects of people's fears. Like, if you're afraid of aliens, there's a little bit of that in the show. If you're afraid of the devil, there's a little bit of that in the show. So it's not just ghosts like it was in the first season. First season, it was all haunting. This season, it's to another level.
Okay.
Different spooky things. So, like I said, it covers everyone.
Now, I heard Siler from Heroes is in season 2. What's his fucking?
Hero.
What's his name? Zachary. Quentin Zachary. Yeah, something like that. How's his character?
He was in the first season.
Oh, was he? Okay.
His character's good. He's a little bit crazy. I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah. No spoilers.
But he's very good in this season. Very unexpected.
Huh. That's cool.
Pansy like he was in the last season.
Okay, so they're playing. I heard that you'll have the same actors from season 1 to season 2, but they're playing totally different characters. See, that's great. That's cool.
Completely different characters.
That's cool.
But
So
you have someone who was like a big giant whore in the first one will be like a nun in this season.
nice. That fuck up your mind. That's like a mind fuck right there. That's cool.
Really bit of mindfuck.
That's nice. That's cool. So that's the only other show right now that you're like heads over heel or heels over head. What the fuck's it saying? Anyway, that's yeah, whatever. That's the only show right now that you would recommend highly.
Yeah, American Horror Story, Walking Dead. Those are the only 2 current shows that I'm really into.
Okay. Nate, what you got?
Pretty much been Walking Dead, Dexter, Breaking Bad when that was on. Those great shows.
Yeah,
Dexter I've been keeping up with. It's awesome.
Is it? I got it. Like I said earlier, I'm missing. I only watched the first episode of this season, so I got to catch up. I just haven't had the chance, but yeah. I like doing it like this anyway because now I get to watch 10, 12 episodes in a row. So there's no.
I like to do it.
I love it. I love it.
It sucks waiting a whole week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Sub?
Show I would have to recommend is The League.
Yes, yes, yes.
These guys that have a fantasy football league together.
Yes.
But it honestly has hardly anything to do with fantasy football. It's the short, half-hour long episodes, and it's one of the dirtiest shows on television. To be honest with you. It's got that kind of dirty gutter humor like 2.5 Men does, but it takes it to a whole other level, and it's hilarious.
Yes.
Even my wife loves watching that show, and she hates sports, fantasy football, all that shit. But it's hardly about that at all. It's just I don't know how to describe it.
What season is it on?
Episodes and just see for yourself.
What season is it on?
They have 3 seasons up on Netflix, but they're on the 4th season right now on TV.
Okay, I remember watching the first episode.
Netflix, you can check out 3.
I know I watched the first season, and I fucking loved that show. I fell in love with the show. Put it this way, that show is the reason why I even got into fantasy football. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But it was cool that they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. And now I don't know. I lose every fantasy football game I do, so whatever. But the show itself, it is hilarious. And Jen, from following you on Twitter and talking shit with you on Twitter and your Tumblr, you would enjoy that show. You would enjoy that show because that shit is just raunchy, it's dirty, and it's retarded. It's funny. You know what I mean? It's 20 minutes with no commercials. And it's good. That's one show I would recommend as well. The League. That shit is funny as shit.
Retarded, is it like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia retarded or like Beavis and Butthead retarded?
That's a good question. I don't watch. I don't watch. It's
Philadelphia retarded.
Philadelphia, really?
I love that show.
Because I've never seen that show.
Town and they hire a crew to come in and shoot a porno movie in this guy's apartment, just as a practical joke.
Nice.
It's that kind of raunchy comedy. It's pretty funny though.
My friend.
It's not quite as dumb as Beavis and Butthead.
My friend just told me about the last episode, and it doesn't really. I mean, it is kind of a spoiler, but I mean, it doesn't really follow any stories. But I thought it was hilarious, and it really makes me want to start watching it again. And it's basically there's 2 couples, or more, whatever. This one couple, they're both in the league, and she's gonna do something nice for her husband, so she puts on edible underwear. They go out to a boxing match or some shit like that, and one of the guys that was boxing faints because he's diabetic and his sugar drops. So like they're going crazy trying to look for something sweet, and then I think it was the guy that recommends for her to give him the edible fucking panties. So the whole scene is her, taking off her edible fucking panties, and he's like, "Oh, feed it to me, put it in my mouth." And then as he's there chomping down, he's like, "I can still taste you," or some shit like that, dude. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it would be funny. So I definitely got to watch it. So yeah, and that's definitely good recommendation. So I gotta get back on that show. But yeah, I guess this is a good format. So we'll pick one show to really dig in, and then we'll just go and talk about other random shows quickly. You know, anybody want to say anything before we get out of here? You guys are fucking lively, dude. Like, yeah! Yeah. But yeah, that's the first episode of TV Junkies. I mean, I know there wasn't a lot of viewers because everybody's sucking on PTFO's dick. But everybody else that watches it afterwards, you know, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. We'll give a random comment a shirt from roadkilltshirts.com. They're all sponsors, and they hook it up. So, yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, like, all that good shit. I'll put everybody's channel link in the description. And have a good one, fuckers. Peace.
Stay classy.
I should stop streaming. Hold on.